Welcome in everyone to tonight's 4A playoff showdown. First round between the number one seed in the state, your Philomath Warriors, versus the visiting Henley Hornets. And a matchup that will kick things off for the playoffs. The Warriors finished with an impressive 18-4 record. There's Sage Kramer from outside. She was the leader in the Warriors' success this season. They jumped out and won the Oregon West Conference title, and now they're looking to win a state title. And it all starts here tonight versus the Hornets, already with an 8-2 advantage halfway through the first quarter. Sorry for the late hop on. I was just getting off baseball practice, got in as quick as possible, but we're here now, ready to go. So here come the Warriors up the court. Sage Kramer up to Ingrid Halesto. That'll be no good. And a timeout will be taken by the Hornets. So Warriors have an 8-2 advantage thus far with 3:50 left here in the first quarter. Critical showdown tonight. Henley themselves brings in a 15-9 record on the season, tied for second in the Skyum League, in the Skyline Conference, excuse me, while the Warriors, number one in the state, finishing 11-1 in league, 18-4 overall. And last year, the playoffs were not sponsored by the OSAA, but now they're back through the OSAA in their official state championship playoffs. So Ani Campos with the ball up at the top of the key. Ryan Maddox gives it back to Campos. Matnux in on the drive. Swirls that one in for two. Kramer, coast to coast, up inside, draws the foul. So she'll go to the line for two. Warriors well prepared after their tune-up game against Ridgeview. Got a great challenge from a solid 5A opponent. Cassidy Lewis now checks into the game for Abigail Brown. But as I was saying, Ridgeview gave the Warriors a good look despite the loss. And the Warriors will shake that off and hopefully come in and get the win tonight. Lewis on the putback from Sage Kramer's missed free throw. They get it back outside. Couture cross-court pass over to Kramer from downtown off the right side of the rim, and it'll be rebounded by the Hornets. Campos. Matnux. Hornets swing it around. Warriors playing tough man-to-man defense. Matnux outside. Hits that one from distance. Shortens the lead to two. Kramer inside. Lewis with the finish. Hornets come back in transition themselves, but that one will be too far. And a back and forth transition game here we got going. So now Kramer control the pace a bit here. Larson off the dribble. Kramer, another look from downtown. She hits that one to go. Hornets come right back up the court, but Kramer with the block. At the other end, just making plays on both ends of the floor. Hornets trying to stretch the Warriors thin, but they can't seem to do it. As Kramer makes two nice plays there, both offensively and defensively. Hornets outside pump fake drive by Madney Martineau. And pull up J from Campos. Rattles around. In and out. It'll be Hornet ball on the baseline. And so Ingrid Holesto will now check out as Kay Bacho checks in. They get a quick look inside to Campos. No good off the backside of the backboard. But it'll remain Henley ball. They find Madeline Sharp inside. 14-9. Kramer crossover. Pull up J in the mid-range. No good off the backside. They try and get it out to Couture, but Campos will get the steal. And Campos up the court now and drawing the foul. Number 24, Jewel Northcutt. So that'll mark the Warriors' first team foul of the game thus far. Here at the minute 25 left here in the first. Warriors with a 14-9 advantage. Northcutt misses the second. Kramer with the rebound. They dish it. Get it to the corner to Couture. Too far off the left side. It'll be land in the hands of Sharp. Campos off this dribble. Off the screen. Driving on Larson. Works inside. Nice post move. And swirls that one in for two. As the Hornets make it a two-possession game. And called for the foul is Campos in her attempt to steal it from Couture. They get the outlet into Bacho. Nice look over the top, so Lewis can't secure it. And it'll be stolen by the Hornets. In transition, nice pass. Stops on a dime. Is Sharp. And it'll land in the hands of the Warriors. Kramer coast to coast. Euro step in the lane, but too far. Too much off the top of the backboard. Campos, hesitation. He tries to get one inside. She won't get it to go, and she'll throw it outside to Jewel Northcutt, who will get the and one and look to take the lead, giving the Hornets their first lead of the game here with 19.1 seconds left here in the first quarter. So with that, Lewis and Larson will check out, and Bennett and Abigail Brown will check in. Northcutt will not get that one to go, but it'll be rebounded by Sharp on the baseline. And they get it back up top to Matnux. Clock winding down, 5 seconds remain. Hornets try and get a shot up, but it'll be blocked by Brown. And that's how we will end this first quarter. We are dead even, 14 apiece after the first. So Warriors coming out hot offensively to start the first quarter, start this game in rhythm. But then towards the end of the quarter, sort of get shut down offensively, not able to connect on their shots, and the Hornets are pushing the pace on their end, making the Warriors uncomfortable in their high-paced offense. And they made a little good run there at the end of the first quarter to tie things up, 14 apiece. We'll see what adjustments they make. The Warriors are known for being a second-half team. Usually start out in rhythm a little bit slower. And so we'll see if that stands true tonight and if they can get things going and more warmed up in the following quarters. So here we are in the second quarter of tonight's 4A first round matchup between the Henley Hornets and the Philomath Warriors. Couture with the steal. Up the court to Bacho. Nice pass. Stops on a time on the block and drops that one in. Warriors back with the lead. Bacho tries to steal. Campos. Crossover. Drives inside. Float game. No good. And rebounded by the Warriors. Couture up the court to Bacho yet again. Won't finish this time. And Kramer going for the rebound is called for the offensive foul. So Warriors getting in transition themselves here to start the second quarter. Bacho almost steals it away, and she will, forcing a pair of turnovers here to start. Bacho making an impact here early on in the second. Couture now checks out as Larson back into the game. Kramer in the corner, pump fake to Bacho. Will turn that one over. And now Ingrid Holesto will check in for Bacho. Trying to keep the momentum going. And unfortunately, the clock came unplugged. A little malfunction there. Get things squared away. So 7:15 left. Warriors lead by 2. Campos. Hesitation drive. Blocked by Brown in the lane. And Kramer draws the foul. Working towards on the edge. So Brown with a big block there. Denying Campos inside. And outlet pass in to Kramer with the nice look off the side. Campos yet again on the drive is denied. And turns it over. Up the court now. Bennett with the ball. Hands it off to Kramer. And tries to throw it cross court to Larson, who strips that away as the Hornets maintain possession. Campos taking it up the court yet again. Working on Holesto. They get it inside the mid-range jumper, and drawing the foul is Holly Parker. It'll be on Bennett. So Parker will shoot 2. Refs letting the players play. Very physical thus far. That's when the playoffs are. They just let the game flow as it flows. And so Parker misses the second. Larson almost stolen away, recovers. Dishes it to the corner. Bennett working around the edge. Kramer from way outside. Hits that one. Kramer from downtown. On the drive. Lefty hook by Anna Harper will be no good. Kramer up the court to Bennett with the finish. And the Warriors making a heck of a run thus far in the second quarter. Up 23-14 now. Campos looking to respond. Draws the foul on Brown and finishes looking for a 3-point play to break the scoring drought. Couture will now check in for Bennett as Northcutt and Martino will check back in for the Hornets. And it'll be Campos who will hit the second They hand it off to Kramer now. Coming off the screen. Nice pick and roll inside to Brown. Posts up, but is denied by Campos after being denied herself on the other end. Couture looking inside. Won't get it to go for Brown. Campos drives left. Tries to draw the foul. No call there as it is stripped away by Larson. Campos up and under and is denied by the rim. Kramer tries to dish inside for Larson. It'll be tipped away by Holly Parker. Couture inside to Kramer. Finishes for two. Easy bucket. Palesto with pressure up top on Campos. Is called for the foul on the drive. So now Bennett will check in for Kramer. Here with 4:57 left, the Warriors lead by 8, 25-17 here in the second quarter. They get it inside to Parker, who's no good on the shot, but a putback by Northcutt is good for two. Couture gets it over the top in for Larson, almost travels, but recovers and gets it back to Couture. Warriors. Couture stuck with her dribble. She gets it out to Brown. Couture now shoots one. Too far on that one. We'll miss everything on that. And a timeout taken by Henley. Here with 4:25. Warriors with a nice run to start the second quarter. Maintaining a solid advantage. Not super comfortable, but we're able to find some sparks in the transition game. But the Hornets have recovered since then and have kind of slowed that down, kept up with the pace. Came ready to play. Both teams want to get going in transition, and so both the Warriors and the Hornets are keeping up with one another and trying to not let either team build one's energy and start building momentum. Because once team establishes that kind of momentum in this game, it will be hard for the other to recover.
Coming up at halftime tonight, we'll have a traditional halftime hoop shoot plus nostalgia pizza for the student body, courtesy of ASD.
So Henley will have the ball here halfway through the second quarter of tonight's matchup. Campos drives right. He hands it off to Martino. And on the ground now is Halesto trying to steal it away. And Halesto called for the foul on Matnix. So now Kramer and Bennett and Halesto will check out as Kramer and Bacha will check in while Matnix goes to the line. Warriors have already hit bonus, playing a little more physical than usual. Lots of tension and high stakes in this game. Matnux connects on both free throws, makes it a two-possession game. Kramer up top now. Hands it off to Bacho around the screen, over the top to Brown, who is fouled on the attempt of the catch. That'll be called on Campos. Kramer gets it into Brown. They get in the corner, drives baseline. Float game is no good, short on the right side. Left side, excuse me. Campos back up, working at the top of the key. Nice pick and roll there, but it'll be a travel call on Matnux. Henley putting on a press now. Kramer works through it. Takes it up the court. This is inside for Brown, but is called for the charge before the pass. So, believe that'll send the Hornets to the line. Campos fouled on the drive. So Warriors getting in some real deep foul trouble here, unfortunately. And so many Warrior players getting into foul trouble here early. Not looking promising. I've got to stay out of foul trouble if they want to have a chance in this game and maintain their control. So Bacho now check out as she has 3 while Bennett comes back in. Got to play a little conservative here towards the end of the half. Campos knocks it down yet again and makes it a 1-possession game with 4 straight points for the Hornets. Kramer posts up big inside, crossover dribble, outlet pass to Couture, dribbles in the lane, and a jump ball is called, so it'll stay in the Warriors' possession. Kramer into Brown, up top for Bennett. In the middle, Kramer up inside and scoops that one in for 2. On the dribble, Campos from downtown, too far off the backside of the rim, rebounded by Couture, and up the court. Here's Kramer. Hesitate, Euro step, and drops it in yet again for another bucket. Campos, hesitation, spin move, outlet pass. No good on the shot is Sharp. Kramer yet again, float game, off the backboard. Kramer starting to heat up, expanding the lead, 31-23. The Warriors lead here with 2 minutes to go in the second. And with the finish there is Jewel Northcutt. Larson won't be able to hold on to that one. As Cassidy Lewis now checks in for Brown. And Kramer will check out just while getting hot as Celesto comes in. Campos drives right, trying to go on the left-handed finish. And so it'll be Hornet ball on the baseline. And so checking in is Melody Martino. Campos up inside, draws the foul, so she'll shoot 2. And so Campos will head to the line. She's been the main form of offense for the Hornets tonight. Really their point general. their lead form of offense thus far. Likes to get in isolation situations and creates her own shot fairly well. Misses the second on her free throw as Kramer checked back in while we were discussing. Bennett gives it up to Larson. Off the dribble. Gets it to get to her baseline. Stops. Gets it to Larson for mid-range. That'll be short. And it'll be rebounded by Campos. Campos on the drive. Reverse layup. Drops in for two. As the Hornets shorten the lead to 27-31. 4-point lead for the Warriors still. Bennett off the screen. Gives it up to Kramer. Kramer drives left. And is called for the travel on the drive. Annika Tryon now checks in for Kramer. Make sure to not get a dumb foul here at the end of the quarter. 45 seconds left. Martino gives it up to Harper. Campos on the left side, dribbles inside, up and under, banks that one off the glass. It's a one possession game. Hornets, after Kramer's heating scoring spree, have gone on a 6-0 run. Warriors going to look to get a shot off before the end of the quarter. Clock winding down, 6 seconds left. They get it up top. Bennett from downtown. Too much on it. Campos with the final shot. Heaves one in desperation, but no. So Hornets find a way to make it a game yet again. Warriors were finding their rhythm there near the end of the second quarter, but the Hornets said not so fast and have made it a one possession game yet again here at the break. So we have quite a game. The playoffs are upon us, and every team, regardless of you are a 16 seed or a 1 seed, comes to play and is ready to go. So as far as our halftime festivities, as usual, we have our halftime hoop shoot, in which you pay $1, and if you make it, then you will get a 2-liter soda. And it is all in support, and all the proceeds go to our unified basketball team here at Philomath High School. A great cause and a great event for the community to get involved. And the community is sure getting involved tonight. Look at the crowd. And we have not even reached full capacity yet. We are very excited here tonight to host a pair of playoff games here in the home gym of Philomath School. And following this game will be the North Marion Huskies versus our boys squad. The boys, as well as the girls, finished with a share of the Oregon West Conference title after they split a series versus the Cascade Cougars. Only one loss in their conference play. And so they have an 18-5 record overall, looking promising against the Huskies, who have just over a 500 record, an exact 500 record in their league play, and 12-10 overall. So that matchup will be coming up following this game at 7 p.m. Both teams have prepared. Both teams working really hard over the past 2 weeks to ensure that they are ready for this moment that has come upon them. Both teams had tune-up games last Friday. As I covered the Ridgeview one, that was a great look from a 5A team who will likely go far in their respective playoffs. And so the Warriors sitting at the 1 seed. And unfortunately, at the end of last year's playoffs, came up short against the Studley Hidden Valley squad in the championship game. Not an officially OSAA sponsored event, but this year it is. It's for all the marbles, the last chance for Sage Kramer, the greatest player this program has ever known, on her senior season run. Looking to take care of business tonight. Probably closer than Comfort right now. And I'm sure Ben Silva is talking them up as we speak. Getting them prepared and getting a game plan to try and shut down Campos and limit the opportunity for the Hornets in transition. And also probably clean up the defense and not allow the Warriors to get so sloppy and get caught lacking behind. So I'm sure that's all in the works right now, as the Warriors will definitely need to dial some things in and clean some things up, which I'm sure they will. As we've seen time and time again, the Warriors are a second half team who learn from their mistakes. And Coach Silva, one of the best minds in the game, voted Coach of the Year for the past 2 seasons, has turned this program around along with Kramer, and has just made this an elite caliber program in the state, who is in hopes of that state championship after all these years. And the boys also well prepared, coming off their tune-up game versus some alumni of the 2016 state championship game. State championship team who beat Seaside in that game. I was actually the ball boy on that team. Was a special group with guys like Cal Stevie, Austin Girding, Riley Davis, Logan Williams, John Noble, and many others in that fantastic run. And so since 2016, the Warriors have not had a champion in the state tournament. So the Warriors are looking to bring home another banner. The boys soccer team won a state championship this fall. And so the Warriors are going to look to come out and bring a banner home this winter and keep the success going as we head into the spring. Wrestling just got wrapped up for the Warriors in that aspect, bringing home 6 placers, medalists, you could say, from the state championships over at Cascade High School this past weekend. That was a great day for the Warriors. They finished 4th as a team, bringing home some hardware. And myself and Blaze Pindell finished as runner-ups in the state tournament, while Ben Hernandez, along with Joseph Choi, each finished 3rd respectively, while David Griffith and Chase Ringwald round things off in 5th place. So that was a great finish to a fantastic season for the wrestling squad. And I was so honored to be a part of that program. It was a great time of my high school career, and it just speaks volumes of the diversity and athletic abilities of this high school. So many sports, so many aspects of the game, so many athletes to choose from. Very competitive in all aspects of the sports that we play, despite our small size. Just speaks volumes of the character of these athletes and these coaches and the Warrior Nation. And so here we are in March. We'll see. Hopefully the madness doesn't start with the Warriors taking a loss. Hopefully that's not the madness that we see in March. But you never know what can happen in this crazy month of basketball. Selection Sunday will be underway this Sunday, which should be fantastic to see. Hopefully in both the men's and women's, we will see some teams from our local universities get in. Obviously, the men's Beavers will not be able to, but the Oregon State women possibly stand a chance, and the Oregon Ducks, in both men and women, stand a fair shot of getting in to the tournament. NCAA. The Pac-12 tournament will get underway for the girls tonight, actually, with the Ducks taking on the Utes for the women, while the men will get underway in Las Vegas tomorrow afternoon. But right now, we have our slate of games for this evening here in Philomath. So let's keep that rolling. So here we are. The second half is underway here in tonight's 4A first round matchup between the 1 seed Philomath Warriors and the 16 seed underdog Henley Hornets, who are hanging around thus far, only now not even down, as Campos, who has been an impact player throughout this game, has kept the Hornets in it and is currently tied the game 31 all. Warriors looking to dodge the upset and are looking to come out stronger here in this second half. On the drive is Rihanna Matnux, who throws that one away. Larson gets it to Kramer on the edge. Kramer thought about a shot. She gives it up to Larson, who gets that one to hit. Larson from downtown to give the Warriors the advantage. Campos coming back, shot of her own from downtown, and draws the foul. So she'll go to the line and shoot 3. So Warriors already drawing a foul. Struggled very much so in the first half with their foul trouble, looking to try and clean things up and hopefully not make this a habit yet again in the second half. And Campos, once again, has been the impact player, just a sophomore, and has already shown great skill and passion in her game. She'll rattle off the third, so Warriors hold on to a 1-point lead. Couture tries to get it to Halesto on the block, fumbling it in the air, and called for the foul is Jewel Northcutt. So it'll be Warriors ball on the baseline. Couture denied on the pass, recovers, gets it to Larson, trapped on the double team, looking to escape it. She gets it back up top to Couture. Larson drives inside. Couture now from outside. Little too much off the right side. And called for the foul is Larson. Draws 2 quick fouls to start this second half. They get it into Matnux. Gives it back up. On the shot is Sharp. It'll be Warriors ball. Checking into the game now is Anna Harper for Sharp. Kramer up top. Struggles to get it away, and she'll throw it away. And the Hornets managing to not allow the Warriors to get their offense rolling thus far. Still fairly out of rhythm. 1 point game still here with 5:54 left in the third. Campos hesitation yet again. Sets it up. Crossover to the right, inside. Post up denied by Brown. And on the ground. And called for the foul is Kramer. Excuse me, Kramer. It would have been on Campos. That was her third foul. And so that a timeout taken by the Warriors, rightfully so, as they need to clean this up before things get too out of hand.
The official website of the OSAA has updated results and graphics, plus links to purchase tickets and serving merchandise. You can also find year-by-year results from past basketball state championships and links to media partners throughout the state. Be sure to visit OSAA.org.
So yes, you can tune in and keep up on all the scores of the games, either on the OSAA website or here on Blake's Take on the socials. I will be keeping up on all the Warrior action. But as far as the brackets go, check those out on OSAA.org to make sure you stay up to date on all that's going on in this postseason. So 34-33 is the score here, with a good chunk of time left here in the third. Warriors trying to get their offense going. Have yet to score more than one field goal thus far. Nice backside cut by Kramer. Posts up strong, denied though at the rim. And tries to recover. No foul call as Kramer's falls to the floor. So refs letting the Warriors and the Hornets duke it out tonight. Inside look. And dropping it in is Anna Harper, who gives the Hornets their lead. They get it inside, over the top to Brown. No good on the shot. And Campos denied on her pass. Trying to get the ball back is Larson, who draws the jump ball, and it'll be the Warriors' possession on the side. Tensions are high. Kramer. Almost stolen away and called for the foul is Ryan Matnux. Alesto over the top to Brown. Tries to finish up top and will draw the foul, so she'll go to the line and shoot two. trying to get the Warriors back even. And Brown knocks in the first. And so, with that, Martina will check in for Campos, who draws her fourth foul. Has to stay out of trouble here. That would be a huge loss for the Hornets. 4:38 left here in the third quarter. Short on the second is Brown. They swing it up the court, and Martino goes up on the shot and called for the foul is Couture. Matt Nooks rattles in the first. So with the playoffs comes a much more physical, intense game, as we are seeing. And anyone can be anyone. Couture goes up on the shot, but is denied and fouled on the ground. That'll be called on Anna Harper. Warriors take it out on the baseline. Hornets with 5 T-bounds, 5 team fouls, encroaching on bonus. They get it into Brown. Goes up and finishes that one. Finally gets it to go after several attempts, but is trying to get the Warriors rolling, who claim the advantage yet again with 4:16 left. Martino gets it inside. And jump ball will be called as Matt Nooks gets tied up. But it'll stay Henley ball as Kay Bacho now checks in for Ingrid Halesto. Martino will take initiative at the top. Struggling, the Warriors playing good D. Bacho tips it away. On the ground are the Hornets. And a timeout will be called by Henley. And this game right now is very physical, very defensive. Neither team is allowing one another to get the good looks that they want to. Both teams are kind of forcing shots, trying to keep up with one another, and definitely not allowing to get in one another to get in space. Brown has been denied several times on the offensive end, but has also contributed heavily on the defensive end, denying the Hornets of the looks they want. And things seem to be slowing up as Campos has been taken out. So we'll see how much of a factor that plays in the rest of the third and going into the fourth. 3:50 remains. Warriors lead 37-36. 3 team fouls for the Warriors, 5 for the Hornets. Great student section tonight, trying to keep the energy and give the Warriors some life. Larson almost with the steal, but Matt Nooks on the drive. That'll be short off the right side. Brown gets the rebound. And timeout will be called by Coach Silva, getting Brown out of that sketchy situation. So both teams creating pressure, not allowing one another to prosper. But as I mentioned, great student section tonight, and it will only grow more and more. Good to see a gym full of students here on this Friday night. Critical game for the Warriors. It all starts with step one, and this is step one to the road to the state title. Can they get the job done? Kramer back into the game. Larson off the screen. Kramer downtown. Bangs that one home. Big shot by Sage Kramer. That might just be the momentum boost they needed. Brown with the tip away. As the Warriors begin to find life, Campos now checks in to see if she can slow things down. Will have to be conservative, though. Only has one foul to give. Matt Nooks up top on Couture. Brown up top denies. Kramer tries to get in the way, but Harper manages to drop it down and get that one to go. Larson over cross court. Couture from the corner. Rattles that one in. Haley Couture with a shot from downtown. Campos, mid-range, right back at him. Back and forth punches from both teams. 2 minutes to go. Warriors lead 43-40. Kramer outside, step back. Gets it to Bacho. Larson off the screen. Corner to Couture. Kramer drives left. Up inside. Smooth, rattles that one in. And Ben Silva getting intense, getting the Warriors to try and set up their defense. Larson, I believe, will be called for the foul. That will be her third. Fourth team foul for the Warriors. Minute 35 left. Bacho with the steal. Coming up the court. Slows it down. Gets it to Larson, who is fouled. And so Matt Nooks will check out as Martino checks back in. And Couture won't be able to get it in as it's stolen away by Sharp. Campos drives left. Baseline jumper is no good. It's short. And Sharp will get the jump ball call, which will result in a Warriors possession. A minute to go. Just over here for the Warriors. Couture gets it to Larson. Nice pass over to Brown, who finished that. Warriors now make the advantage 7. Campos, guarded by Larson. Up in her face. Sharp on the drive. Scoops that one in for 2. Up the court is Couture. Hesitates. Gets it inside to Brown yet again. That'll be too far over the top. Campos. Larson trying to defend. Won't be able to. And that shot will be no good by Campos. Clock winding down. Kramer coast to coast. In the lane for the finish. Warriors now with the 49-42 lead. Clock winding down. Hornets will get the last shot. Campos gets it on the edge. No good is the shot. And that's how we'll end it here in the third. Warriors get some big shots from the outside from both Kramer and Couture to stretch the lead to 7 here to end the third quarter. Starting to find some momentum. The crowd is getting into it. Starting to get that playoff feel as we get closer and closer Boy, do we have a game, though. The Hornets are sticking around despite the Warriors' dominance. They are getting a run for their money tonight, as the Hornets will not go quietly into the night, and Campos continues to keep their possessions alive with her passing and her scoring. Diversified player, and she will be a problem. We'll see if she can manage to stay in the game. Only has one foul to give here in this final quarter of play. Will the Warriors get the job done and move on to the Marshfield quarter and semifinals out in Coos Bay? So 1 quarter to go here tonight in the first round of the 4A state playoffs. Through OSAA, the Warriors hold on to a 49-42 lead. And stripped away by Kramer. It'll be recovered by Sharp and almost stolen away by Bacho. Campos behind the back. An offensive foul is called. So that will be, that foul was called on Jewel Northcutt on the moving screen. So good defensive stand by the Warriors. Kramer off the crossover from downtown. That'll rattle in and out. Campos, hesitation, drives off the screen, posts up mid-range, swirls in and out, and rebounded by Brown. Kramer goes off the screen, stopped in her tracks, gets it to Bennett on the edge, and resets up top. Behind the back crossover, step back, gets it inside to Brown on the drive, posts up strong. That'll be off to the right side. Campos from mid-range hits the long two.
Get back!
Kramer gets a nice pass backside to Brown. Posts up on the block. That'll be off the front of the rim. And inside now is Holly Parker with the 2-point bucket as it's back to a 1-possession game. Kramer coast to coast yet again. Finishes with the bucket. Campos inside. Gets it to Jewel Northcutt, who off the double team banks that one home. Back and forth these two teams go. What a night. Kramer drives right side, draws the foul. And so she'll go to the line as the Hornets now reach bonus. So Kramer will shoot 2. That first will be off the backside as several substitutes will now come in. Lewis, Larson, and Halesto will all check in. Good production from Brown there in the post game, defensively and offensively doing what she can do. Kramer hits the second as it's back to a 2-possession game here with 5:52 left. Campos guarded heavily by Larson. Contested shot up and under, no good. Rebounded by Kramer, pushing the pace up the court. Goes coast to coast. Nice Euro step. What a move by Kramer for the finish. Beautiful play there by Kramer. Northcutt, no good on the other end. Kramer putting on a show. Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. Another mid-range shot. That'll be off the left side. And a foul call on Kramer. So that'll be Kramer's third. As Martino will check out while Matnux will check back in. Campos gets it to Sharp. Not a Sharp shot in that one. And Sharp back with the putback. Lewis gets the rebound. And he'll throw it away. Hornets trying to get it in. It won't get it. And Kramer with the steal. Over the top, Couture inside. Goes up strong and draws the foul. So she'll go to the line. The first will miss. Still a tight game, still anyone's ball game at this point with 4:49 left to go. Lots of time for anything to change. The putback by Kramer up and under, looking for a foul call. Another offensive rebound. And we'll draw the foul there as the Hornets now are in double bonus. So Kramer will shoot 2. So Hornets got themselves in a little pickle now down the stretch. Gotta look at the time and make something happen, but also can't foul too much as they're in double bonus. The Warriors have struggled from the line tonight. Looking to improve there on their opportunities they are given. Campos drives inside, spin move, shot, banks that one home. Kramer on the left side, crossover. Pull up from mid-range on the elbow, no good, rattles in and out. Halesto on the putback under the rim. Couture with the shot, rattles in. Big shot by Couture. Outside look, Matnux short. Kramer slowing things up. Off the screen, Euro step as she does so well. Kisses that one home for 2. Campos trying to come back herself, draws a foul. And so she'll shoot 2. So that will be Larson's 4th, has to watch herself down the stretch here. So now Brown will check back into the game for Lewis. Warriors holding on to a 9-point advantage, 3:37 left. Campos hits the second. Kramer gets one to Brown. Up on the shot, no good, too much off the glass. And Campos will strip it away. Back up the court, mid-range, long 2, off the right side. Rebounded by Halesto, trapped in the corner. Gets it to Couture, who will push it up the court. Larson manages to save it, or tries to. And so it'll be the Hornets' ball. Things getting scrappy. Lots of controversy here tonight. It's that playoff feel. It's that time of year. Tensions are high, emotions are high. The key is controlling them. Campos with another long 2, short. Kramer gets it to Brown, who gets that home. as the lead has now jumped out to double digits, 61-51. The Warriors with a nice cushion after some great offensive production down the stretch, as well as defensive stops. So great basketball here in this fourth quarter. Warriors finding a way to get to the line, take advantage of their opportunities, and stay calm for the most part in this high tension situation. Looking to just stay in rhythm, not get themselves in too much foul trouble down the stretch, play clean physical defense, not allow the Hornets to get any free opportunities, keep Campos contained. Those will be the key points down the stretch here in the closing minutes. But what a closing game for Kramer, finding her way and getting her teammates involved as well, keeping the Hornets honest defensively. So here we are back, 2:45 remains in this matchup. First round OSAA playoff game between the 1 seed Warriors and the 16 seed, the Henley Hornets, who are sticking around despite their underdog. And so throwing that away is Campos. The Warriors defense continues to stand strong. Kramer off the pass from Couture. Nice dish inside to Brown. And offensive foul will be called on Kramer. So that's fourth on Kramer. Warriors got to play conservative. Larson and Kramer both in foul trouble. Just cannot do anything unnecessary. Jump ball called. It'll be Warrior ball. Couture trying to find a way to work through the press. Kramer. Off the dribble. Inside. Brown. Rattles up. Bounces off the rim. It'll be no good. But the Hornets throw it back to the Warriors. And now Brown kisses that one home off the second chance opportunity from the nice pass from Couture, who dishes inside. Campos, long desperation three. That'll be no good off the backboard. 1:45 remains. Warriors in a good spot with a 12-point advantage. Almost stolen away. Kramer recovers. And a travel call. And so checking back into the game is Madeline Sharp, one of the leading offensive producers outside of Campos tonight. Campos, one-on-one, gets it inside to Sharp. And three in the key call on the Hornets. We'll resort in yet another turnover. That's been the downfall late in the game. Hornets have not been able to maintain their own possessions and get looks for that matter. Now Campos the opportunity as well, bringing it up there as the Hornets get called for their 11th team foul. Not able to stay as clean in the second half, allowing girls like Kramer to get to the line, who have gone better as the game has progressed and hitting their shots, taking advantage of the opportunity. Warriors now stretch the lead to 14, looking in a good spot to secure the victory. Larson on the ground, scramble for the ball. It'll be a jump ball call, and it'll be the Hornets' ball. And so a technical foul will be called on Henley's coach. And so shooting the free throws will be Kramer yet again. Difficult in these playoff environments, final games of the season, when the game is now, I will say, officially out of reach. It's tough to maintain composure, but that's the key in these games. Kramer hits both of those. Costly mistake there as the Hornets season appears to be coming to a close. Larson gets it into Kramer. Off the screen. Gets it to Larson. And who will be fouled? Hornets still not willing to give in White yet. Despite a 67-51 lead. So great fourth quarter finish for the Warriors. That was the key. Still things were tight in the third quarter, but they found a way in this fourth quarter to get the job done. Campos from downtown off the left side, rebounded by Brown. And Kramer fouled yet again as the students wave goodbye to the Hornets, who I will give credit, gave the Warriors every ounce. Campos will now check out, and she'll be a name to watch in the coming years, just a sophomore. So lots of upside, lots of potential. She put on a great performance this evening. Being told her sister is even better than she is. So the future of the Henley program looks to be promising. They'll be a dangerous team in the coming future. And they gave the Warriors every ounce they could give tonight in a valiant effort, and much respect to the Henley crew. But the Warriors came out on top tonight and will manage to keep their state championship hopes alive. Northcutt. Excuse me. Melbourne. But once again, very impressed with the way Henley came in tonight. Not many of us here in town expected the Hornets go as hard as they did. And that'll do it for the work tonight here of the starting lineup. They were able to finish this fourth quarter strong and get the job done. It doesn't matter how you win in the playoffs. All that matters is how you win. All that matters is if you win. And it's just win and survive and move on to the next. And that is what the Warriors will be doing. Closing seconds. And that will do it here tonight. The Warriors survive the upset scare of the Hornets and will be moving on after their 69-52 victory. They are headed to the OSAA State Championship quarterfinals in Marshfield next Thursday. And their hopes of a state championship are still alive. Warriors win it. great effort by the Hornets this evening. Good luck to them next season. And good luck to the Warriors as they head to Marshfield next week. As the road to the state title continues. Boys will be up next shortly at 7 p.m. Don't go anywhere, folks, as I will be back here in a jiffy as the Warriors will take on North Marion. The boys being the 5 seed and the North Marion being the 12 seed. Thanks for all tuning in for this girls' game. What a great victory. And I'll see you all shortly and see if the boys can replicate this same success. Have a great night, everyone.